Back at it again, and I came across this clip and I thought it was super interesting, and I don't think it's a one of one, and I want to discuss it with you guys and get your thoughts and your opinions as well. But with that being said, like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. If you would like to help me out even further with this YouTube algorithm too, watch this video to the very end. Helps out tremendously. And with that being said, let's dive in. But before we hop into it, big shout out to Tim Pool. You know, Timcast IRL is the YouTube channel that this clip is coming from. Shout out to Tim Pool. I'm sure you guys are already subscribed to him. I mean, the guy's massive on this platform. So big shout out to him. That's where this clip is coming from. Let's jump in.
I want to jump to the story as we talk about the love for America. From Marca.com, Trump supporters unveil massive Trump or death banner. They say flag. At Yankees game. Take a look at this image. 1776, 2024, Trump or death. You know, that kind of freaks me out. It's like, if Trump doesn't get elected, what are they saying? Are they saying, give me liberty or give me death, except it's Trump instead of liberty?
No, I don't know. That's the slogan of Cuba right there.
Are they saying that if Trump isn't elected, it will be death?
What is the slogan of Cuba?
Patria o muerte. Your country or death. That's the slogan. That's a Cuban slogan right there, which is why that song went viral. The Patria Vida. Like your country or death. That's the slogan for Cuba.
What's the direct literal translation? It's patriot?
Patria is your homeland.
Homeland.
Homeland or death.
Wow.
Yeah, with Thomas was it Thomas Henry? Give me liberty or give me death? That's the whole, like, give me exactly what I want or I'll die.
No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying leave me alone or I will fight you. Oh. That's what's being implied.
Well,
liberty, the freedom to do what I want, or I will fight for that liberty, and that means I will fight to the death for that liberty.
As opposed to give me X or die.
It's not.
Or death.
It's not give me
liberty
thing.
or give me death.
Yeah, it's leave me alone.
You have two choices. Either you're going to give me my liberty, or you're going to have to kill me.
But giving liberty is basically leave me alone. It's not give me Donald Trump. Not give me a result. It's stay off my lawn. Basically.
So liberty is a negative, right? So you don't need to be given a thing, or you don't need someone else to act on your behalf. It's not a positive action to have liberty, right? So give me liberty is leave me alone. Like, don't take a positive action against me.
But in Cuba, it's like worship the homeland or
that
suffer.
That was Fidel's slogan. That's what they came into Cuba with was Patria o Muerte. So, when I saw that flag, I was like, whoa, that's authoritarian AF.
Yeah, man. You mentioned the charismatic guy that comes in and destroys the world. I feel like Obama did it, and then Trump just kept going with it.
Well, we all thought Obama was going to be our savior, right? I mean, like, that was the big thing. I didn't. I'm sure nobody at this table did, but
I think so. I felt like that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people.
Finally, we got it.
Yeah, and it was like, he's this great guy. He looks good on camera. Man, the man can dress. And he says all the right things, and then drops a few bombs on kids and American citizens, and it's just, I don't know. It's scary to watch. It's scary to watch and pay attention.
Obama is more likely to be the charismatic. Like, if someone were to come to me and said, "Do you think that the charismatic leader who leads the world to destruction is around today?" I'd be like, "It's possible." If you came to me and said you thought it was either Trump or Obama, I'd be like, "Oh, there's no question, it's not Trump." The dude certainly has charisma, but he also has serious issues with half the country, and a lot of people really don't like him. He's not. Yeah. No.
They're forcing us to like him. They're forcing us to like him.
Is the famous silver tongue, world leader, celebrity, who was doing awful, horrible
Trump.
things.
Well, I don't know if I'd say awful, but Trump was like a movie star. He was a TV star, like a character actor, with telling jokes, being like, "You're fired," with a smile, calling Rosie O'Donnell fat, like just a charismatic. Even though you would say, but you can be charismatic and cruel, or charismatic and say mean things that upset people charismatically, and he did that. So,
but my point is simply, if it came down to who do you think out of the two is more likely to be the charismatic leader who leads the world to ruin? It's Obama.
I felt like it was a package. It was 2008 to 2020. We had this mess of celebrity in charge that just made it about who can smack talk better. And it got hotter the longer it went on.
I think that's probably just an article.
I gotta jump in here. But I'm not gonna pause it too much. I'm gonna get through the video and give my thoughts and everything at the most of my thoughts at the end. But I don't think Trump is a terrible person. He was getting attacked the whole time. So what? He's supposed to just sit back and say nothing? Then you call him weak. So it's like a catch-22. He loses and he loses. He loses if he says something because then you guys call him mean. He loses if he doesn't say anything because then you guys would call him weak. I mean, wasn't it the View? I believe wasn't it the View that was making fun of his weight? Right? You know, after he went to court in Georgia and you know, his height and his weight got reported and they were like, oh well, you know, I forgot what it said he weighed, but they were making fun of him, saying like there's no way, basically there's no way that he weighs what is listed on there or something, and yada yada. What happened to body positivity? Oh, that all flies out the window when it's when it's Uncle Trump. But for everybody else, you know, you can't say anything. You better not say anything. You're fat shaming, right? But when it's Uncle Trump, oh, it's all fun and games. But when Uncle Trump attacks back, oh, he's a mean and cruel and nasty person. Man, stop it with the nonsense. Stop going after him, and maybe he won't say anything back to you. I mean, it's that simple. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
No. It got hotter the longer it went on.
I think that's probably just an artifact of this is your generation.
But it never happened
because
before.
Ronald Reagan was a movie star.
But he didn't act like that. He wasn't like
He
cruel.
did. I was literally watching a documentary earlier. It's hilarious, by the way. And I forgot what it's called, but it's like how my dad got radicalized from a Democrat to far right because of Rush Limbaugh. And it was really hilarious watching this thing because it's mirror reality. I mean, they got the guy from Media Matters. And Media Matters just posts like insane lies all the time and conspiracy theories. And I'm like, to act like you're not in the cult and you're listening to this guy. But in it, they're talking about Ronald Reagan. They're talking about Richard Nixon. They're talking about the fast, quick one-liners and demagoguery and celebrity and building cults of personality. And I'm like, oh, this is really fun.
Yeah, they did it with Clinton.
And
He
this
played the
is like-
saxophone on Arsenio Hall or something.
Right.
No, on MTV, man.
This documentary is about Rush Limbaugh. This is about like, you know, the 90s and the 2000s. This is not about even Trump. They've been saying the same thing over and over again. They said Bush was Hitler. Every Republican is Hitler. It's the same game they play every single time.
The difference is social media, because if Reagan wasn't able to get his word out without the networks going on to, like, you know, David Letterman or something, so that it was all network approved. But Trump bypasses the FCC and goes straight to the mouth with like Twitter. And it just upended the entire, like, any kind of normalcy or like things
Control.
you don't go on national television and call someone a fat pig when you're the president. Use that pulpit and that power and that authority to demean someone's physical appearance. It's like, what in the hell did he just do to the essence of the United States presidency? That was a terrible misuse of power, in my opinion.
I mean,
I feel like he's being a little dramatic. In my humble opinion. Like, what was it nice? Sure, of course not. Like, come on. Like, I feel like a lot of things are common sense, but people just don't have it these days, and it frustrates me to no end. Like, duh, we all know common sense tells us you should leave people alone. Don't make fun of people, all right? Unless they make fun of you. Then you better roast them, okay? Not literally roast them, but like when I say roast, it means like joke, okay? Like make jokes about them. I guess I should clarify that. Somebody, oh, you talk about roasting people. No. Not that roast. Joking about people, making jokes, you know? That's what we call it. We call it roasting, okay?
I don't think that Obama was really... Like, I don't think that Trump was really significantly worse than other presidents. Like,
Maybe significantly better.
Yeah, like, well, when it comes to rhetoric and stuff like that,
Foreign policy.
people act like the rhetoric that he had like was so bad, and I agree with you about
Right.
foreign policy. But I don't think that he really was. He was a little more direct in the way that he spoke, but he wasn't. And maybe other presidents were. They were a little more
fake. I know I said I wasn't going to pause it, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, that's what y'all came here for anyway, my commentary. But anyway, I think one of the appealing things about Trump is he spoke from his mind. Like, he didn't censor himself. He said what a lot of people say behind closed doors. He wasn't fake about it. He kept it real. He kept it 100. Right? You get a lot of people out here that want to act all buttoned up and like, you know, they don't curse or they don't say anything bad about anybody on camera, but you get them behind closed doors and they some of the worst people in the world, say some of the craziest stuff you could ever imagine. Uncle Trump just kept it real with us. He wasn't fake. The person I am behind closed doors is the person y'all gonna see right here on this camera. I don't care where I'm at. I'm me. I am me. If you want somebody fake, then go get somebody fake. It's crazy to me because, people scream about, well, we don't want politicians to lie to us. We want politicians to keep it real with us. And then you have one that actually keeps it real with you, and then it's a problem. So what do you really want then? So basically you want politicians to keep lying to you. That's what you want, because one came along, called Donald Trump, and he kept it real and you didn't like it. Golly.
They had a little more finesse, but the thing that people liked about Trump was that he was just saying it like it is, right? Like, he was an authentic guy. He was BSing people, but it was not, it didn't seem like it was canned or written by a speechwriter, and that people related to that.
He's honest where it matters.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to keep soldiers in Syria for the oil. We got to keep the oil. We're doing really well. It's like, wow.
Yeah, he just
said, we're going to sell weapons to Saudi Arabia. And we're like, okay, all right. And then he would be like, my hair's real and I'm the best and everyone loves me. And you're like, okay, Trump. It's like he lies a lot. But the things he lies about, I don't care about.
I mean, is his hair fake though? I know it's an insignificant thing, but is it? I saw a video where he had a chick on stage and she pulled on it. I don't know. Is it fake if he had a hair transplant? Like, does that count as fake? I would count that as real. I mean, I might get one myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing a little bit up top. I might get a little hair transplant one day. Is that fake? Y'all let me know. Talk to me.
It's like,
how many people were at his inauguration?
Yeah, exactly. How many people were there? Oh, it's the biggest you've ever seen. It's like, we know it wasn't, but fine, whatever. Look, if Donald Trump is sitting there and he's in his room saying, oh, there's 1 million people here right now watching me sign these peace agreements in the Middle East. I'm like, that's right. They're all watching and waiting for you to sign those peace agreements. Please sign them. Like, I don't care if Trump wants to lie about the size of inauguration or the women he's been with and all this weird, stupid, nonsense cultural crap. I care that we got the Abraham Accords. I care that the economy was doing well. I care that he took tremendous efforts to try and bring peace to parts of the world, like in North Korea. And they attack him for it. And that one deeply offends me, and I love saying it. Trump crossed the demilitarized zone into enemy territory with no security detail. Yeah. Nah, you can F off. Anybody who's like, Trump's ponying up to dictators, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, nice try, dude. That's not going to fly. They could have captured the president right there on the spot and made demands. I mean, they wouldn't. Trump was right. He knew the move to be made, but it was a tremendous sign of good faith. Trump can tell me that his house is made of cheese and graham crackers and sugar and candy canes, and he can look me square in the eyes and lie. He can tell me that his toilet is made of solid gold, and I'll say, whatever you say, dude. Keep working on those peace agreements, and I'm satisfied.
Just be like, are you sure it's solid? Isn't it just a plate?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I think it's plated.
It's like Zoolander.
Yeah.
When Zoolander looks at the...
But anyway, one of the things that I wanted to touch on in regards to this video was the first part there where the people were hanging that flag. And I'll bring it back up on the screen. There you can see it there. Trump or death. Now, my first question is, what do you guys think they mean by that? And my second thing is, well, I guess I should say what I think they mean is exactly what I've been saying this whole time. Is that we want Trump. You're not going to push anybody else on us like DeSantis or Ramaswamy or anybody else like that. Don't even try it. No. It's Trump. Okay? That's who we're riding with. We're going to get it through your head whether you like it or not, which we know you don't. We want Trump. It's supposed to be we the people, and we the people have said we want Trump. That's basically what I think that, sign means. Is that, hey, no matter what you throw at us, no matter how many indictments, whatever mud or smut, whatever else you want to try to throw on this man, we want Trump. End of discussion. There's no more discussion to be had here. We want Trump. And honestly, I think that's why DeSantis has lost a lot of steam, is because of stuff like this, when people were telling him, yo, relax, chill, just sit back, relax. We got you in 28. But of course, he couldn't do that. And I have my speculations as to why that is. And that's another reason, why I think he lost some steam. Some of the people that were backing him, putting a battery in his back, so to speak, to run against Trump, the guy who supported him. But we ain't gonna rail on Ron DeSantis today. Okay. But I find it interesting because, I think this sentiment is really growing. This whole Trump or nothing sentiment. I'm seeing it throughout social media. I've heard you guys, well, not heard, but I've read through the comments, right? And you guys have said it. It's Trump or nothing. It's Trump or it's down the toilet, right? And I just find that interesting. And I think the establishment obviously is seeing stuff like this. And yeah, things are going to get real scary because it's scary for them. And I've said this before, just put yourself in their shoes, right? If you know we the people are going for Trump and you're about to lose, you're going to do everything under the sun you can possibly do in order to make sure that this man does not take office again. So expect it to get real dark. I'm telling y'all, something crazy is going to happen. I'm calling it now. And when it happens, remember I said it. I don't know exactly what it is, okay? I don't know exactly what it is, but I just have this feeling something crazy is going to happen, and it's going to really test people's faith, right? It's going to test people's resolve. Hold the line. We got this W in the bag, and it shows with their panic. It shows with them trying to throw so much dirt on Uncle Trump. If they knew they would win, if they knew Uncle Trump would lose and have to ride off into the sunset holding an L, why wouldn't they just let him run? Think about that. Think about that for a second. I'm going to leave y'all with this. If they knew they were going to beat him, if they knew he was going to hold an L, and obviously Uncle Trump doesn't like to lose, if they knew they were about to beat him, why wouldn't they just let him run? They know it's coming, and they know they can't stop it. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.